What's up guys, my name's Mooney, and today we're going to be exploring my picks for the top 5 leveling / low level zones in Elder Scrolls Online. This list is entirely my opinion, and definitely does not mean that if your favorite zone is not listed, it's a bad zone or I don't like it. These are just my favorite zones. Now I'll be making a top 5 of DLC / high level zones in the future, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see that. But with that said, let's just get into the list. Number 5, Bleak Rock Isle. A small and isolated island off the northeast coast of Skyrim, this zone is where every Ebonheart Pact player wakes up after completing the Cold Harbor intro quest. The storyline in this zone has you search out and rescue villagers across the island and send them back to Bleak Rock Village to be evacuated from an incoming Daggerfall Covenant invasion. This zone is a perfect blend of cozy holiday village and rustic Viking wilderness, and will always have a place in my heart as the first zone I ever encountered playing the game. Number 4, Auradon. Auradon is the second largest of the Somerset Isles and is home to Firsthold, the first settlement of elves on Tamriel. This zone's white shores and beautiful woodlands make Auradon one of the most picturesque locations in all of ESO. The storyline will take you from investigating an inside plot to murder the queen, discovering and dealing with High Elven supremacists and racists, and finally, putting a stop to a Daedric invasion of Firsthold. The lore and scenery of this zone is one of my favorites, and wins it a place in my top 5. Number 3, Alakir Desert. A region of arid wastelands and seas of sand, where ancient ruins, bandit companies, and dangerous monsters rule the land. The story of the Alakir Desert will bring you to the King of the Redguards, who will have you investigate and fight against the necromancer cult, known as the Withered Hand. The vast expanses, deep valleys, and sandstorms of the Alakir make this majestic desert very unique and secures its place at number 3 on my list of favorite zones. Number 2, Reaper's March. This zone, once known as Northern Valenwood, has been the site of many bloody battles and conflicts. The rolling plains and grasslands are home to a unique blend of Wood Elven and Khajiit culture. One of the cities in Reaper's March, Ralka, is one of the most active and packed places for players in the game. The story of this zone will have you follow and support the 2 Khajiit sisters, known as the Lunar Champions, in their attempt to become the new main, or leader of the Khajiit. In this quest, ESO shows its RPG chops and one of its most unique elements by having actual, meaningful story-based choices in the game, unlike most MMORPGs, with the player to have the option to choose one of the 2 sisters to become the new main. The immersion I felt in the story of this zone really sets it apart, and because of this, Reaper's March takes the number 2 spot on my list. Number 1, the Rift. Situated between the largest mountain in all of Tamriel, the Throat of the World to the west, the Gerald Mountains to the south, and the volcanic Velothi Mountains to the east, the Rift is a picturesque land of valleys, streams, and autumnal forests. Its capital city, Riften, sits upon the shores of Lake Honric and is the major trading capital in all of northern Tamriel. The storyline of this zone will have you fight alongside the companions in their search for the missing pieces of Wuthrad, the legendary axe of Ysgramor. It continues by saving villages, fighting necromancers, and slaying a giant. The culmination of the storyline, lore of the zone, and gorgeous scenery make the Rift my favorite low-level / leveling zone in ESO. And with that brings it to the end of this list. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked my list, hit the like button. This is my first video I've ever done in this format, and one of the first videos in general, So if you have any advice or critique, I would love to hear it. And if your list is different than mine, or if you agree with mine, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. I'll be doing all kinds of Elder Scrolls and just gaming stuff in general, so hit subscribe if you want to see more from me. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.